So welcome to a brand new episode of the Havre Save, and last episode was eventful. We lost to Brest, lost to PSG, missed out on Champions League, we played Chelsea in the Europa League final, and we win on penalties. What a season. So in this episode, I'm going to begin with a bit of a squad review and look at where we may try to improve our squad for next season. Take a look at the players who was on loan at us last season, because I was going to do that last episode, but it was going to be just too long, so we're going to do it this episode. So this episode will be squad review, players who have been out on loan, some of the transfer window, and whoever we play first game of the season in Ligue 1. So let's see what happens. I think what we'll do, we'll start off position by position. So goalkeeper, Morijiao, good goalkeeper to be honest, but I think it's time for a new number one. So we will sell Moldovan, I believe. It's right back, we have Maurice Valencic, and we have Decore. I am leaning towards maybe selling Valencic, purely because he's worth a bit of money. Didn't have the greatest of seasons, but I do like his physicals, but one of them where we're not desperate to change. Centre-back, we have Borton Balog, who is worth 7 to 8 million, and we do, if I remember right, we have a clause, we have an option 2.8 million. I think we take that option. We have Aruna Sangante, who has been with us since day one. Again, not worth a lot, but I think we can keep him, to be honest. And then we have Soldo, I believe. We do have Soldo. He's okay for third choice. I don't mind that. And we have Maxim Leitch here, who has another year on his deal. So I think centre-back, we're okay. We'll maybe look to improve it. But, again, not necessarily. Left-back, Vitaly Becker, worth 5 million to 7 million. He's wanted by a few clubs. Augsburg, Hertha Berlin and Sunderland. Again, good player. I don't think we need to sell him, though. Solid season. Backup left back, we have Enzo Coffey, who has 5-star potential, but I don't think he will reach that. So again, I think he's one of them who we may try loan out Coffey and get in a backup left back. We have Zahawi as well, and he is out of contract, so second left back is needed. In defensive midfield, we have Cartejan Lons. He was wanted by a few clubs, but not anymore. Again, he is a must stay. 13 to 15 million. He's going to get better, so he's a stay. Partnering him in midfield is Yuto Ozeki, wanted by Lorient, worth 8 to 11 million. He had a decent season, I believe, if I remember right. 5 assists, not the worst at all, so he had a good season. Again, I think we'll keep him. Don't need to sell, but maybe a spell on the bench. Milan Vukic had a good season, to be honest with you. He scored 2 goals and 5 assists, but I think he got some goals in Europe. He got 3 goals in Europe and 5 assists, so a very good season for him. Again, I think we could maybe improve him, but what I like about him, he can play on the left, can play on the right, and central midfield, so a good versatile player. I think he will stay. On the right, we have Abdul Mane, who came into the team about November period, and he stayed in there. I thought he would have improved a bit more, but again, he's only 21, still time. He had a very good season. 6 goals, 5 assists in the league. And in Europe, he got 5 goals, 2 assists. So, a good season for him. He will definitely stay. Starter, not sure. On the left, we had Lucas Asade. At one point, he was worth 15 to 20 million, but now he's only worth 4 to 6 million. So, one of them, I think we keep him though. There's still a player there. A decent season, 7 goals, 10 assists, which is very good. And in the Europa League, 5 goals, 3 assists. So again, worth keeping because he can play 2 positions. Striker, we have Emerson, improving a little, but not much. We're 14 to 15 million. We have a striker coming in, if you remember, a few episodes ago. So I think Emerson stays for now, but if an offer comes in, I think we might cash in. Last but not least, the bench. I won't click on every player here, but we've got Ebenog and Ndai, good squad players. Pyrin, a good squad player. Everton Barlow, he's 28, 3 to 7 million. Could potentially cash in, potentially. And then Mohamed Bayo, we are getting a new striker in, but Bayo, he was a good signing. 600k, 6 goals. And did he get any in the Europe? He got 6 goals in Europe as well and 6 in the league. So he was a very good signing. We'll keep him. So now the player's out on loan. Sergej Muradian, good loan spell at Burnley. Potentially we bring him back for third choice, actually. Because he's definitely improving. And he's probably better than my current third choice centre-back. Santiago Castaneda, unfortunately he's a non-EU player. He looks excellent. It's just a shame we have loans in central defensive midfield as well, because this guy looks excellent as well. One to consider, but we need a squad for a reason, so potentially a sub player, potentially. Mohamed Abdullah went on loan to Toulouse, and to be honest, he did nothing. Maybe another loan spell out on loan. Endara Sarr, from Senegal, he went on loan to Mirandes, and to be honest, he's looking okay. Maybe one more year out on loan, and he could potentially be a starter or definitely a sub player, but good little player, him. Aruna Ouattara went on loan to Fleur in 91, and they got to the semi-finals of the French Cup. They lost to Lens, or I think it was on penalty. No, they lost to... I can't remember who they lost to now, but they did get to the semi-finals. They lost to Marseille, so he's had a good loan spell there. Looks like a potentially good player. Maybe another year out on loan for him, but good player. And I think last but not least in the loan players, Stefan Zagadou. I'm not sure what to do with him. I thought he would be a lot better than he is, but he went to Guimarães on loan. I wonder if we send him out on loan one more year. Still only 18 though, but he's worth a bit of money. I think one more year out on loan, because I think if we bring him in to be third choice, he's just a waste out of the bench. So one more year on loan for him. There was one more player, Mio Zimmerman, on midfielder, who was at Amiens last season, and they finished 6th in the second division. He's only 19 though, but physicals are decent, to be honest, for 19. Decent. Okay-ish mentals and okay-ish technical. Maybe one more year out on loan, but he didn't have the best of time there, did he? Only 2 assists. So maybe another year out on loan, but I think there's a player there potentially. So what I'll do now is I'll progress with the transfer window. But before I do that, we'll have a little look at the shortlist and potential players I might look at bringing in, because there is a number on my shortlist. But again, I don't want to go unrealistic. I want to keep it realistic as possible. Whilst looking at my squad, I remembered about the non-EU, and I'm wondering, you're only allowed to have 4 players. So there's Everton, Barlow, Emerson, Asadi, and Ozeki, and we have the midfielder who's out on loan, don't we? Who is non-EU, Castaneda. Abdullah's obviously non-EU as well. Herrera is. So I'm wondering, do we loan out Herrera for another year? Abdullah will either sell or loan. I'm wondering if to sell. I don't really want to sell Asadi, but it might be worth it. And I'm wondering if to cash in on Ozeki. It's just the non-EU rules kind of screw me over a bit, so something to ponder. What I like about Asadi, he can play on the right, left, 10, striker, even central midfield. But obviously central midfield, we'll never play him there. 5'6". But I'm wondering, if we don't sell him and we keep him, we could let him. It's only 23. Is there any harm sending him out on loan, really? He's on our books. Maybe goes out on loan, gets more minutes, maybe improves. Then he comes back to us and we can maybe cash in more money. Again, something to consider. So one player we may go for is Noah Mbamba from Leverkusen. He's coming on loan at St. Pauli. He's from the Congo. So we're 300k to 5 million. He can play centre-back. Not got the best heading though. But everything, I like the physicals. Decent mentals, decent. And technically he's okay actually. And he has Belgium nationality. I think that would be a smart pickup. Potentially. It would be cheap. Let's have a speak with the agent just quickly. So 180k to 5 million. He wants a fair bit of a wage, but we're going to have a lot. If we're in the Champions League, we're going to have a lot of games, and we need a bit of a better quality of depth. So I think we will try go for Noah Mbamba. So it looks like we've agreed a deal with Leverkusen, 500k up front, 1.5 million in 12 months' time, 50 games, 1.9 million per league appearance, 20k for 10 games. And then after 20 international payments, 2 million. So I think that's a smart bit of business. So we have added 3 new players to the squad. Noah Mbambo signed, who I showed you earlier. Andrei Kostic, who I showed you last season. He has all signed. And that's what these. Kasper Urbanski from, I think it was Legia Warsaw? It was. I think he could be a very good player if we sell Ozeki. Is it Ozeki, this Japanese midfielder? That was his name. So if we sell him, we've got a good replacement on him, I believe. So I think that's a smart deal. So I made a weird choice to, instead of selling Ozeki, I think he's a brilliant player. I really like him. I am tempted to loan him out, and I've offered him out on loan. That's why we've had the offer. So I am tempted to take that up. The only worry is squad player, which I am quite worried about. What I might do is regular starter. But we're getting 2 million if he plays in total, and then 4 million if he doesn't get played. And we have a recall option there. So we could, if we needed, we could reevaluate in January. So I'm not against that. Ideally, I'd keep him. Because of the non-EU, I am tempted to cash in on the loan, and we'll let him go to Sunderland on loan. So the fixtures have been released, and they can't get much tougher than this. Home to Paris Saint-Germain, home to Lens, away to Rennes, home to Metz. In other news, Ozeki has rejected Sunderland, which is pretty frustrating, but we've offered him out again on loan and see if we get an offer. I don't mind keeping him. I would like to keep him, to be honest, but just a frustration when you want to kind of get rid of an EU slot for the year. So another signing we have made is Botong Balog. So he started for us last season, remember, and we had a 2.8 million clause. We did activate it near the end. I didn't really want to sign him, to be honest with you, but I thought like it was the best thing to do, to be honest with you. Mihaly Kata, we have sold him to Real Sporting. We got about 2 million for that, so nice to get some money back into the club to make a further purchase potentially. But I won't lie, it's a bit of a struggle at the moment. So we have had some offers. Naziri is going to Racing, as I said earlier. Soldo, either KV Kortrijk or Cercle Bruges. Maxim Light is going to Kortrijk or Cercle Bruges 2. Stephen Zagadou, I've given him the option of Wolves or Auxerre, so either one is a good move. Wolves are in the Championship. Aruna Uwatara is going to Dunkirk. Ramdawi, is going to either Montpellier or Troyes, so good moves for them on loan. So we have made one signing. Unfortunately, it's a costly one. 6.5 million. Luca Romero used to play for Lazio a few years ago. He was at Milan, maybe on loan too. Oh no, he went to Milan on a free transfer. Okay, so potential decent signing. Argentinian, but he has a few nationalities as well. So he's got Mexico and Spain as well. So pretty good, to be honest with you. Worth now 20 million to 23 million. He will start, but we've only got $1 million to spend. So I don't know how. I'm sure we had 17 million. So maybe we've paid some fees off. So yeah, struggling to really rebuild. On us for transfer update, Caston Abdullah will start with, is going out on loan to Gamgom. Everton Barlett will go to Hull or Wrexham. Non-EU, so we had to get rid of one. We have offered a new deal to Asadi as well. Castaneda might go to Sunderland. Might. Ideally, I will keep him, but I'm not against him going out on loan for another year. Ramdawi has apparently rejected Troy. I thought he was going there. So I'm not too sure what's happening on that. Unless... Not too sure, actually. Oh, no. He's gone to Montpellier. Sorry, he's gone to Montpellier. So he's actually gone, so I don't know why it's still there. And Zagadou has accepted Wolves, so he's going to England to play in the Championship. So a brief transfer update. I think that might be it, to be honest with you, for transfers. I'm quite disappointed, to be honest. I thought I could have had another 3 or 4, but we've struggled to get anyone in. Ozeki is likely staying. I can't loan him out, so he's probably staying. So yeah, it's going to be a tough season, I think, to be honest with you. Thankfully, some money might be coming into the club. Nahuel Herrera, who we bought in the first season, has yet to make an appearance for us. We are selling him to Sporting Gijón in Spain for 7 million, so good bit of business there. I thought he would have been a lot better by 22, but not the case. We've had a bid for Becker from Freiburg. We've rejected that. And maybe a controversial one. I've listed Kettich and Lons for loan. I thought he'd have developed a bit. I think he's been fantastic. He's only 21, so it's still time. But I do think Castaneda is a better player. So I'd rather Lons go out on loan, but we'll see what happens. So Everton Barla has left the club. He has gone to Hull. He was a really good signing for us, to be honest. I think we only had him for the one full season. Yeah, one full season. 8 goals, 3 assists in the league. 6 goals in Europe, so really good signing to be honest with you. And we've actually made money on him, so very pleasing. So Herrera has now left the club, and we have an offer on loan from Hamburg for Muradian. So I'm undecided if to buy. If I let Muradian go, I'd have to buy a third choice centre back. But I feel like I need a centre back anyway, so I might keep Muradian and buy another centre back. So we've got four decent-ish centre backs at the club. We have 12 million to spend, so a little bit of cash to maybe improve the squad if it's needed, which it probably is, but it's going to be a struggle still. So a bit of a transfer update again. Bruno Durdorf from Havre, he was recommended on the scouts list, so we're going to go for him, and we've had the bid accepted. We'll reject the loan. And we've also had this guy on our shortlist for a while, Samson Doué from Victoria Plzeň. I've wanted him for about a year or two. I think he's been on the scouts for a while, but I was going to get him this summer for sure. I just think he looks good, 6'1". Physicals are really good, 25. I think that's quite, like I said, a realistic signing for League 1. But there's a reason I've waited for so long. He's now got the Czech nationality as well, so I had to wait quite a while this summer for him to get that. He's now got that, so that's why we've made the move now. So I don't need to buy now a third centre-back, because we have bought the third centre-back this summer. Botan Balog, who started for us last season, he's now third choice. So Samson Doué has now signed for the club, so he is going to go centre-back with Sangante, so it's a decent back line to be honest with you. Maybe not the best on the ball, which is a worry, but we'll see how it goes. Santiago Castaneda has gone to Sunderland. We have a recall option on him, so that's a key reason we've let him go. But also, we've made a signing. He's about to join. I'll show you in a second. And there's a reason why I've gone through this deal, and that is because Ilya Gruev is joining the club as a free transfer. Not the best, obviously, but physically he's decent. Mentals are decent as well, and technically he's okay. So a good squad player, and I think we've got the depth to cope. So we've let him go for a year, but if we need, we'll bring him back. So Bruno Durdorf has agreed to come to the club, which is really good. He rejected Inter Milan to join us, so a really good signing list, to be honest with you. I think he'll be for the bench potentially. I'll have to work it out properly. But a really good signing, to be honest. Now got some good depth as well, so really pleased with that signing. So it is first game of the season against Paris Saint-Germain. What I will show you, though, is we did lose to Real Madrid 3-0 in the Super Cup. I thought I record that game just because it's a glorified friendly at the end of the day. But 3-0, yeah, it's a battering, but I didn't think we played that bad, to be honest with you. So let's get into PSG then. So we're going with Diao in goal, Valencic, Sangante, and Doué and Becker. In midfield, Lawrence and Ozeki. We're going to put Ozeki in the team. Urbanski will play further forward. We're going to start Luca Romero and Abdoulaye Mane, and then Emerson does start. So the decisions were basically, does Durdorf start or not, and does Kostic start over Emerson? But we've gone with Emerson for now. I do think Kostic is the better player though, with obviously the current ability, if we look at the stars and stuff. But when you look at the two, I do think Kostic will eventually be the starting striker. But yeah, PSG at home. Hopefully we can get a decent result, or at least a performance. Right, let's go then. Team selection confirmed. Teams are warming up. Let's go, let's go. Right, team talk, nothing to lose here. A little bit inspired, but not much. PSG, let's go. So the opening 15 minutes here, there's been no highlights. PSG expected to dominate the ball, but we've had 2 shots and 1 on target. So highlights here though, Doué to Ozeki, Sangante, Lons, out wide to Becker, Doué, Ozeki, nice patient play to Urbanski, out wide to Becker again, down the line to Mane, PSG intercept at Marquinhos, but back to Mane, can he get the cross? He does, and it's 1-0 Emerson, get in. That's what I wish we'd do more, cross the ball into the box, because Emerson's fantastic in the air. So well done to Becker for pressing on Doué there to win that ball. Great for Mane to get onto his right foot, crosses it in, and the leap on Emerson's fantastic. No chance for Chevalier. 1-0 Le Havre. Neves to Gauchilia. João Neves intercepted. Urbanski back to João. Out wide to Becker. Nice play. Doué. Becker. Ooh, that was a powerful pass back. Valencic. Romero. Can he get through to Emerson? I think he does, but I think Emerson's offside, but it's over the bar. Oh, he was onside, apparently. Wow. Good player, though. So we have an injury to Becker, so Kofi comes into the team. Not ideal. Romero with a throw-in. Ozeki. Romero to Kofi. Dwyer. Lenz. Can he get it out at Urbanski? Lenz goes out wide to Valincic. Can he take on his man? He takes on Gvardiol. Crosses it into Emerson! And it's 2-0. That's weird how it's the celebrations. But brilliant. Again, get the ball into the box to Emerson. And bang. 2-0. So we are approaching half-time here. And it's been all the Havre, which is fantastic. 3 minutes at a time. 2 goals and 1 substitution. But then again, PSG on the attack here. Doué, Dembele. Intercepted by Mane. Well done. Ozeki. Doué. Lenz. Back to Giao. Sangante. Back to Doué. Kofi. Urbanski. Losing the ball cheaply there. Over top. That's offside. That is miles offside, surely. Yeah, offside. I thought it was. But I like how we're playing out from the back a little bit here. I like it. I've not changed anything tactic-wise, but I like that. So a triple substitution, I believe that was by PSG. Urbanski. Lenz. Lenz back to the goalkeeper. Passing a lot back to the goalkeeper here. Valincic. Lenz. Ozeki. To Mane. Doué. Out to Kofi. Good football this. Down to Mane. Take on the man. Get in the box. Emerson. Oh, okay. I think that was a bit on the ground there for Emerson. Needed that in the air. Marquinhos brings it out of defence for PSG. Hakimi. Zaire to Doué. Marquinhos brings it forward again. Gvardiol. Vitinha. Hakimi. Marquinhos. Doué. To Zaire Emery. I don't like this, Emery. Hakimi hits the woodwork. But it was us hitting the woodwork last season, wasn't it? Nuno Mendes. Mayulu. Bacola. Through to Mayulu. Bacola. Vitinha. Bacola. Gonna get a good interception by Ozeki. Emerson, good interception, goes back to Doué, back to the goalkeeper. Sangante, Kofi, Doué, Giao. Doué doesn't look the most comfortable on the ball, does he? Lenz, oh no, I know what's happening here. Good interception. It's a bit too long of a highlight this. Mendes, Marquinhos, Hakimi, Marquinhos, it's coming. Good interception. Lenz. Maybe it's us. Urbanski. Mane. Over top to Emerson. Out of play. Living dangerously there. Well, 20 minutes to go here. And I think we'll make the first substitution. I think it'll be Mane. Typically. Just as I was about to take him off, has got a knock. We will bring on Asade, I think. Can Durdov play that? Durdov could play there. What's Romero's foot? Reasonable right foot. We'll do Asade. And I think we'll leave it as that for now. Well, 15 minutes to go. We will do another substitution. Ozeki is very tired, so we'll bring on... Can Mbamba do box to box? He probably can do, I think. We'll do Mbamba for Ozeki. Then we'll have one more pause left. Oh no! We don't. That's it. Oh damn! I forgot the left back injury. Hopefully it doesn't cost us. But 5 minutes to go here at home. I think this is our first victory versus PSG as well. So, and it's a deserved victory as well, by the way. I think it's fully deserved. A clean sheet as well is a bonus as well versus Paris Saint-Germain. But excellent. I can't remember a chance they had. Dembele, which was offside. Hakimi that hit the woodwork from the highlights. Superb victory. Great start to the season. Disappointing to lose against Real Madrid. I think the transfer window we've done okay. And I also think interesting how we played that game. A lot of the time went back to the goalkeeper. And so I'm not too sure, but injury news, left back, 5 to 8 weeks. That is a blow. Do we throw in Coffee to start then? Or do we buy a left back? Valencic can play left back, but it's weak. Something to think about anyway. But yeah, that is it for episode. Episode, whatever episode, I can't remember what episode we're on. But game 1 of the new season. And I think what we'll do is we'll bring you back maybe for the first Champions League fixture and maybe one other league game. Depends on the fixtures whenever they're getting. So yeah, I best not say too much in case I'm wrong. So, but yeah, thanks for watching this episode. Hope you've enjoyed it, and yeah, what a start to the season.